Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The coach, take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his first look is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Now let's take a look here at the Bills offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the two guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And the defense for New York.
C.J. Mosley's your prototypical Alabama linebacker. They'll come downhill and smack you, but they understand the game so well.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And now another one thrown incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is taken at the 23. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
I think Lorenzo Alexander is the ultimate chameleon in the NFL. Has reshaped his body to play different positions. Fullback, defensive tackle, defensive end, outside linebacker, special teamer. He's done it all, and now he's reaping the benefits. Fully entrenched as an outside linebacker in the NFL.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day.
Here goes, son. Launch 49. Let's go, let's go.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Allen going to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox.
Let's go, boys.
7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He may try and run for this. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now they'll throw with Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Mike's by Eddie. Mike's by 4. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And New York set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now. 1st and 10 at their own 26. Darnold from the gun. This one caught by Crowder. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Oh, good move. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the 50, it's Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On first down, Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
On 2nd and 9, Darnold looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, 3rd down here.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Darnold from the red zone now. A screen to Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Darnold to throw again. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. Ficken's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Bell running on 1st down as he'll push forward for about 3. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
They'll run it with Bell. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
49.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they're still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Darnold now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was all capped on the touchdown run by Ty Montgomery. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
John Brown now heading back onto the field as he gets set to go here. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On second down, Singletary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. To the air, Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
That's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the counter, here's Bell. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field, because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
Darnold now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, Singletary. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game. Yeah,
he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On 1st down, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It's 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Mike 58 right there. All day, every day, any day.
On first down, it's Darnold. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Darnold now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Darnold from the gun. On a crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Go 50 extra money. Watch the run. They're running it. 58.
A first down throw, Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Bell, and a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Allen now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Push him back. Push him back. Check. Crunch.
They go right back to Singletary. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
57's mine. Silver.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Jets have got it. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Room here to run. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That's 6, baby.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Hauschka now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm, and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold over the middle, and it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Singletary again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now they'll throw with Allen. And the grab by Croft. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
First down, Singletary, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Right there. Right there. 54 miles.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end, Herndon. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. This is Bell. Well, the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Kevin Johnson, former first-round pick there defensively. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Open man, here's Foster. And Foster loses the football. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So out now come the Jets. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
New York set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 4th down, Sam Darnold trots off, and on comes another Sam. Jets kicker Sam Ficken. And this a 39-yard attempt. Ficken's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to keep it here. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Singletary. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen. He can run for it, and he will. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Allen now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now on second down, this is Gore. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Right there. 54 miles. No chance.
On first down, Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gore. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Allen now operating from the gun. And John Brown's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Allen now on third and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Hauschka's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Right there.
Down 80!
54 miles. Let's go, D.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10. From the gun, Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And Singletary has it stripped, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Second down and 10. Darnold, a screen to Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, Singletary. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a delayed give to Gore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And here's Allen to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
Darnold from the gun. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st and 10, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Go 58 to the mic. Watch the pass. 58, boys, 58, 58.
Now a draw play. This is Bell, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
50. We're going to sign. 58, come on. I got it. 58, right over there.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Ficken's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They will run with Singletary. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. 1st down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down, but you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. A big rush, and it's blocked. Jets come after him, and they get him. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. In for the score. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw is Darnold. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now we spotlight the Jets defense. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Allen going to get this one to Singletary. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Allen. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and that'll make it 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
To throw is Allen. And that's complete to Croft. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, it's Gore. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another carry now for Gore. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. It's Gore, and he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
A pressure spot now for a guy who's been here before, and that's Stephen Hauschka. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Hauschka's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by a field goal, a little under 30 seconds remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Outside. 58 to Mike. Let's get the ball.
Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. play of this game. They knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.